To this wonderful event, while during 3 days we will be discussing the present and the future of travel and tourism. My name is Eva Ballarín, and I've been for the last 30 years working in travel and tourism, and today I'm delighted to welcome you to this session here at the CaixaBank Auditorium. Hello to you, welcome, and as well welcome to everybody that is watching us on streaming. I would like to start my presentation by saying hello world. Here we are, tourism family, the tourism world. We are a tool of peace, we are a tool of development for countries, and we are obviously one of the most important industries of the world. Winston Churchill used to say, never waste a good crisis, and probably this has been the most important crisis we've ever lived. Here in Spain, we had already a recession between 2009 and 2014 that had a great impact in all industries, as well as in our industry. But this pandemic season, these last months of lockdowns and new regulations in traveling have impacted our industry as it has never been impacted before. But anyway, let's not waste a good crisis, as Winston Churchill used to say. And yes, today I would like to tell you that we should be proud, all of us, because we are number one. Why are we number one? This is a map of the world, and here you see a little bit how is our position, the Spanish industry, among the different other touristic regions of the world, the other main destinations on the world. We are just number one. And this is something to be proud of. Let me share with you some details of the competitive index for Europe and Eurasia. This is last year's score, 2019, where you can see in first position Spain. I've just got the numbers from the main destinations in the Mediterranean, which is the area I would like to focus my presentation today. This index is made out of 4 sub-index and 14 different KPIs. First index is enabling environment, and let's see how is our position among our competitors, right? We are really good at health and hygiene, and this is good news. This is really good news, because health and hygiene will be one of the main priorities of new travelers, and we score the top ranking over there. But not everything is good news, because we are not as good in business environment, we are not as good in safety and security, human resources and labor market, and in ICT readiness. There are any other countries who score better than we do. So the good news, there is room to improve. We are really good at health and hygiene, but the other KPIs are not that good. Let's see on the second index on tourism and travel policies and enabled conditions, how do we score? None of them we are the first one. Look how Portugal and Croatia, they are over us on the ranking in international openness. See how on prioritization on travel and tourism, Malta and Cyprus, they score higher than us. Check how price competitiveness is Turkey, the one who's scoring higher. And in sustainability, there is Croatia, the one who's leading the ranking. So in this second index, Spain is not scoring the top rankings. Let's check another index infrastructure. Here we are kings. We can see how much we have been investing in having air transport infrastructures, ground and port infrastructures, and tourist services as well. Here we are a leading country. In these index blocks, we are the ones leading the top scores. On natural and cultural resources, Italy is scoring higher than we are, but we are leading as well in cultural resources and business travel. This is a resume of this chart. We are for the third year the most competitive country in the world, but there is still a lot to do. And now there is a great chance of doing things. We are leading the tourism industry of the world. We are #1, and we should be very proud of what we've been doing the last decades. And now we have a great opportunity, and the opportunity is not to change, it's not to transform, it's to accelerate our leadership. We have 4 good reasons to do so. The first one, it's having a powerful ecosystem by the public and private organizations with a global vision and a micro vision, right? We know what's going in the world, and we know what's going in all our territories. We have top leading brands, but not just brands. We have top leading brains. Spanish tourism and travel industry, it's plenty of talent. Most of our main companies lead the hospitality ranking in the world. And we have a lot of intelligence. We have been compounding data for many years, and we have what I call the tourintel, the touristic intelligence, probably the best one of the world. A powerful ecosystem. This is our first reason for this leadership acceleration. We have a vision as well, right? As I told you, this private and public collaboration has to increase the co-creation and the strategic investment. We have to look at our macro scenarios. Let's look east at Asia for the way they automate the industry, and let's look west to the United States, where they are going to be very fast on business recovery. Let's have a look at our micro scenario, this Mediterranean region where we are, one of the most promising regions of the world, a region that needs stability, a region that needs to go from competition to co-creation, all destinations together. And this leadership vision has to take us from old symbols to a new culture. A new culture where we orientate our industry to people happiness, to sustainability 360 in people, product, and planet. And we have to work not only on black numbers in our P&Ls, but as well on these green numbers, on our eco-impact, black and green numbers. Sometimes happen things, and this morning happened something to me that 2 slides of my presentations just disappeared. I don't know why, but they disappeared, and they were 2 very interesting slides that I will not show, but I will explain. In the first one, I was trying to share with you my vision of how our portfolio of destinations has to be updated. Travelers have changed. We have a new traveler with new needs, with new aspirations, with new priorities. With plenty of destinations, with plenty of tourism in Spain, name it. We have blue tourism, city tourism, cultural tourism, spiritual tourism, gastronomic tourism. We have a great portfolio, but this portfolio has to be updated in order to accommodate to the wishes of this new traveler. And the second slide that mysteriously disappeared this morning was the one where I was talking about unicorns looking for destinations. We are coming into new ways of understanding our industry. Holidays, as the traditional way we've always understand holidays, it's this period of time that we move to a destination and we enjoy the touristic services of these destinations. But nowadays, and after the pandemic, they are coming up two great trends. One of them is this nomad living. New generations, millennial generation and the last generation, Generation Z, they want to live different than we used to do. And they want to live as locals, and they want to move around the world, and they want to have experiences, and they don't want to commit themselves in living for many years in the same places. They want to learn from other cultures. They want to mingle with other people. That brings us this trend, the trend of these nomads. Why not our industry can be, in a way, as well, a destination for these new nomads? Another trend that we will see upcoming is the silver economy. Thanks to a better life, to better medicine, we have a longer life. And we're still young when we are not that young. And we want to have this silver period of our lives in a nice place, surrounded by great services, in beautiful environments. Isn't our country one of the best destinations for this silver economy? Are there many destinations that they can update their portfolio, their product portfolio, to this nomad living, this nomad working living, and this silver economy? Those unicorns, those new unicorn trends in our industry will find a good destination in our country? Those were the two slides missing. Strategy. What strategy? It's time to act. I've been for the last months reading all strategic plans from all destinations in Spain, from La Coruña to Cádiz, from Ibiza to Tenerife, from Madrid to Barcelona. We have been writing and thinking and analyzing and planning plans, strategic plans. It's time to act. It's time not to think about strategy anymore. We have to act. We have been thinking about it for a long time. It's crazy how many plans we have. It's crazy how many initiatives we've been developing. It's crazy how many public and private organizations have been involved in this strategic planning. Okay, let's act. Let's take this leadership that it's ours. What do we have to do? How do we have to act? Short-term actions. Safety as a commodity. We cannot take safety at an added value. Safety has to be a commodity in our industry, in our hotels, in all our infrastructures. Sustainability cannot be anymore something that belongs to the marketing of our touristic destination. It has to be integrated as a practice in all organizations. And finally, and not less important, we have to recover our strategic connectivity with our strategic destinations, each of one of them. Midterm. Let's create an ambience. Let's find this non-tangible asset that will make us different from the rest of our competitors. Let's go to a safety and smart destination country, and let's work on our powerful identity and on our great lifestyle values. These are the keys of our differentiation among our competitors. Midterm actions as well. Let's understand those new generations, what they want, how they want to travel, what they need, what they aim, what are their pain points. We are not traveling anymore as we used to do, and those new generations have to be important when we think about how to keep on leading our sector, our industry. Let's get into a blue ocean mindset. Let's find new opportunities. Let's not copy. We have the territory, we have the resources, we have the talent to be brave and to imagine how we can develop a great new portfolio of fantastic products that keep us as leaders. And finally, let's work in this touristic intelligence that we have been compelling during the last decades. Midterm actions as well. Let's work for a competitive innovation leadership. If innovation doesn't lead to competitive attitude, it's not worth innovation. To innovate for innovating, it's nothing. Let's innovate to be more competitive, and let's do it with technology and knowledge, which we have. Let's do it working better on sustainability, that we are already doing, and most of all, let's be able to attract more talent to our industry. You know something? I have a dream. I have a dream that in a few years' time, our industry has to be the place where everybody wants to work. Our hotels and our destinations, they have to be the places where anybody in the world who wants to make a career in tourism and hospitality wants to be. Let's attract this powerful and great talent of the world to our country. And what about a couple of ideas? What if we are a little bit crazy and think about doing different things as why not? Let's think about Spain, our beautiful country, as the great hospitality world campus. Let's share and capitalize our knowledge and expertise. Let's lead on innovation, and let's attract and retain all this talent. Why not? We are the best open-air, outdoor, and largest campus, hospitality and tourism campus of the world. And why not? Let's work on this destination and people touristic intelligence. Why not to become the first world intelligent tourism hotspot? Let's go from silos to shared data. Let's go from data to information. A few days ago, I was sharing a roundtable in another event where somebody had this great statement. He said, we have a lot of data in our industry, but we don't have information. And that's true. How many tons of data we have and how few real, good, right information we have. And we needed to improve performance to prevent tourism phobia and to leverage social welfare with it. Why don't we change from users to developers on technology? Why don't we position Spain as the main technology laboratory of the world? And let's go from followers to leaders on sustainability initiatives 360 people, product, planet. Yes, this is a call for investors. Now we are ready. We are the most powerful nation of the world when we are talking about travel and tourism. For the third consecutive year, we are the most powerful destination. And now we need this investment, public and private. We need to help our industry to carry on with the leadership, not to lead, to carry on with our leadership. And yes, this is a call for investors. Since the beginning of my career 30 years ago, working around the world in many destinations and international companies, I've always had a motto, a beautiful motto that led my career. And that was something that Cesar Ritz, the father of the modern hospitality, said one time. And I think that it's one of the most beautiful sentences that put us together. Because in our industry, yes, we are ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen. And yes, we are proud to be. Thank you very much.